I'm Omar Ponce from Mexico City, Mexico, and I'm an international studies major.
I'm Josh Ellis. I'm from Beaverton, Oregon, and I'm an exercise physiology major.
My name is Trevor Heyer. I'm from Fresno, California, and I'm a business marketing major here at BYU Idaho. We believe that China will not be the next great superpower in the world because of three specific reasons, being
The first being the need for education reforms in China. The second being demographics of China, and the third being environment and resources in China.
These three issues combined, we believe, will make it impossible for China to become the greatest next superpower. Guess which one is the most polluted city? So the first one will be Mexico City, Mexico. The second is Beijing, China. And the third one, New Delhi, India.
My guess would be Mexico City, Mexico.
Mexico City, Mexico. What do you think then?
I think because of the socioeconomical status of Mexico versus of China and India, and also because I've heard that it's the biggest city. So, I mean, millions of people. How many is Mexico? 18 million?
20
million? Okay.
Yeah.
So 18, 20 million. That's my guess.
Okay.
India would probably be my second, and then what was the other one?
Beijing, China.
Beijing, China would be the last one.
Okay, so then I'm gonna give you these points and then just try to think of it, and then you tell me what you think.
Okay.
So actually the most polluted city will be Beijing, China, and
there's that air pollution that's causing all those problems because of those factories and the vast number of automobiles in China is constantly increasing. And then there's the water pollution too. And water pollution I think might even be the greater issue because if people don't have potable water to drink, I mean, you can't live without water. Water is life. Think about the Yellow River is drained by the time it reaches the ocean.
air pollution in Beijing is estimated to kill 700,000 people a year in China, specifically in Beijing. The second one is, according to the website Open Knowledge regarding Beijing, quote, you can taste the pollution in the air. And the third one is, government recommends 20 million residents to avoid outdoor activities. What do you think about it?
It's really sad. It's really sad.
If you were living in Beijing, what would you do?
Move.
Move? Okay.
What percent of kids in China do you think attend high school or are enrolled in school?
70%.
70%. It's actually only 43.8%. You know, does that sound kind of low or?
Yeah.
This is
I
kind of
think
shocking.
China like high education. You know?
Yeah. Do you when you think of China, you think, oh, most of those
Really
kids are
smart
really good
people.
at math, really smart,
Yeah.
you know?
I remember this documentary we watched in the class where this poor girl was supposed to teach these people in this province where they were poor. And that's the reality how it is in China. In many of this province and many of these poor areas, they just don't have schools, they just don't have teachers, qualified teachers to actually help the children to have a good future.
So first off, in China, do you think there's more males or females?
Probably more males.
I would probably think there were more males.
In 2020, that there will be 40 million more young men than there will be young women. And if you were to take that amount too, that 40 million young men, it's roughly the exact size if you were to take the entire population of the young men in the United States. So think of that. If no young men in the United States were able to get married, how would you feel?
I'm a lucky one.
When we think about kind of the ratios of males versus females, the studies have shown that it's roughly gets to 130 boys to every 100 girls.
Which is amazing. It's such a large number of men compared to the females. Any other country in the world, it's roughly 105 males to 100 women, and it gets naturally balanced out, but by death and disease, and usually gets pretty equalized. But in China, that's not happening. We believe that China will not be the world's greatest superpower, and we need to care about this. We need to care about the fall of China. They have economic streams tied to the entire world. It's not like throwing a little pebble into a lake and watching the ripples happen.
It's more like dropping a 2-ton nuclear bomb on an anthill. Like it really will have that big of an impact.
That's true.
And we have to know what we can do when that happens. We have to know exactly how China is and to understand what we can do.
Yeah, and you think with how they hold most of the world's foreign debt, you know, or at least most of America's foreign debt. You know, they have their claws in it's really deep, and they've been supplying the West with cheap goods for decades. You know, we kind of rely on them to put stuff on the shelves of Walmart.
Yeah, but until they're able to try to fix, or even if they can fix any of these issues we've been discussing, it's just gonna fall.
It's that ticking atom bomb.
Yeah.